Again, our very first story for this afternoon. Farmers in the northern and upper east regions say this year's flood as a result of the spillage from the Barge Dam is the worst after the 2007 devastating flood. Eva Atiboka reports the farmers lost everything to the flood, leaving them with huge debts.
This is what farmers go through annually. River basins are fertile and suitable for farming because of silt deposits. This has made lands along the White Volta and its tributaries in the northern and upper east regions suitable for the cultivation of crops. However, floods as a result of the spillage from the Barge Dam in Burkina Faso has left farmers with bad memories.
You see all the farm that they are. Here too, nothing will take. You see, we need the granite be that. Everything they carry go. You see my tools be that we are carrying at the go house. Farm a day for that side, no. But here, no, here we will get what we chop. But then, if you don't get fertilizer, the thing no go. That's why we all do for riverside.
Farming is lucrative around this time, but these farmers say the weather has not been favorable.
We were expecting the rain to rain early so that we could farm, and it wasn't raining. So we're not expecting that it will rain those places so that we'll get flooded this week. After Boku, they were saying that it was not raining there. So when we heard that, we were not expecting that it will rain there and their dams will be full and flood our farms.
Some farmers risk their lives to salvage some of their produce using canoes, but others simply watched theirs wash away.
If the things are not done, you can't pick anything. This is our farming place every year. This is the place we farm. Sometimes you can farm a game, sometimes you farm in the water can take.
I went to the farm and harvested my crops yesterday, but came home to look for means of transport to convey them. I got there this morning and everything was carried away.
Although the situation is normalizing, disaster management officials are still apprehensive and have cautioned farmers and residents not to return to their farms and homes now.
You cannot farm, you cannot buy food, therefore there's hunger.
To our headline story, and 6 hours of torrential rain has rendered residents of Agotema, Jopa and surrounding areas in the Volta region homeless, and we understand one person has also been confirmed dead. Currently the road to Aplau Road has been blocked as a result of the floods, and the DC for the area has joined me on the phone line, Michael Ajahu. So thank you very much for
Hello?
Yes. You're live on TV3, sir. First of all, can you share with us, yes, we understand one person has died, but how is the situation now?
Yes. The situation is a bit down. The water level is reducing. And but still the water is in the rooms of the people. It started in the night. So 3 a.m. I was there. The whole Aplau road covered with water. The flooding. The flooding entered the houses of the individuals. Some individuals could not come out. And as you have heard, a building collapsed on one person, and we sent the person to hospital Safaga and was pronounced dead. So at the moment, the water level has not totally come down. The situation is still like that. We're going around community, the houses, individuals, those houses which are covered with water, people's belongings got spoiled, and their property, soil, water. That is the situation at the moment.
Right.
But the dilapidated buildings which are not safe, The Badmo officers and together with Assembly, we've asked them to vacate those dilapidated buildings and see with their relations. Those structures are also going to be pulled down by the NADMO at the moment, unsafe structures to prevent and call death. That is what is happening at the moment. But it's a natural disaster due to the heavy rain from the upstream, that is from Togo side, yesterday night.
Right.
The cause of it.
Okay, so I would imagine it's obviously will disrupt all activities in the area, but share with us NADMO's cooperation and the fact that you mentioned that some buildings will be pulled down. Yes. How is the people's response to it? Now the disaster stared them in the face. I'm sure they would cooperate, but how is their response to it?
Yeah, it's cordial. It's cordial. The NADMO officials are also down here. We are expecting even them from Accra, the headquarters, and they are the way coming. They are calling me. We even ask them to bring the safety boats for people to cross easily. And that is what is happening at the moment.
Okay. So have you had any help?
Afagama is also blocked. Petty to Afagama, Bay to Afagama is also blocked. But at the moment we are at that spot now.
Okay. So, but has any help come to you?
Any
help, assistance?
Any assistance? Not yet. Not at the moment. But we are asking the relatives. We are asking the youth to evacuate the properties of the people whose buildings are covered with water.
Okay.
That is what the youth are doing, and the youth are on the bridge. That is the Petty Bridge, assisting and guiding the vehicles to cross gradually to the other end, so that people can get to Aplau.
All right. I mean,
and the police are also there guiding them. That is it. And there are a whole lot of people in the morning, since morning, no food, and that is what is happening. So,
all right,
the situation is still the same.
Okay.
But the level of water of the water is coming down a bit. That's it.
Right. And before you go,
the health center, the clinic is also covered, and the maternity is also covered with water, locally.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Everything is soiled in the maternity block.
All right.
Especially maternity block.
Okay, and that's a DC for Agotima Jopa in the Volta region, where one person is confirmed dead, and you heard him say that they are yet to receive any help. They are asking relatives to those who can help them to actually come out and help, while NADMO also gets some aid to them. In the meantime, people are stuck in their rooms. Those whose houses have been completely taken over by water have to climb up and stand on the roof of their buildings. So we're also using this medium for help to get to them. Right, to more news now. And officials of the National Disaster Management Organization in the Northern and Upper East regions have challenged government to harvest the flood water from the Bakri Dam in Burkina Faso. They contend Ghana spent too much money managing the situation while farmers lose their farms needlessly.
Large swaths of farmlands and homes in the northern region get flooded when Burkina Faso opens the Bagri Dam to ensure the safety of the facility.
Most of even the houses are going to be affected. You will not know the difference between the river and the valleys. They all join together. And that time is very risky, it's very dangerous, and we always advise our people not to attempt to go to farms again.
The West Mamprusi district alone has 15 flood-prone communities in the region. Depending on the volume of water let out, the flooding could extend further.
The human beings are not safe. The livestock is not saved. Birds are not saved because they also move to a territory where they can feed. For our businesses, when it is actually flooded, you cannot move. Businesses have to stop for some time. Therefore, there's hunger.
Although NADMO is yet to assess the extent of damage in the affected areas, 2 persons lost their lives at Sariba and about 200 hectares of farmlands destroyed at Kariminga, all in the West Mamprusi district of the northern region. NADMO officials are frustrated about managing the floods annually and chastised government for not taking advantage of the situation. Brima James Wunira is the West Mamprusi District NADMO coordinator.
Less than 2 months, we are soaked with water, we are losing crops, we are losing animals, and at times we are losing human beings. So we would have wished that if the authorities could trap the water, they would use it as dry season farming.
Although the water has normalized, officials are still apprehensive, fearing the worst may happen.